Vlogmas day 8. I hope you're doing all right. Thought I'd just quickly come on before I go off to work to share with you how far I got with the bear last night. So I made good progress, which I'm really pleased about. So it will definitely be finished this evening. All I've got to do is sew up the back of him and sew his nose on as well. And I'm really pleased with how he's turned out. So this is how he is looking. So he's a blue coordinated bear. And I used, gosh, there must have been about, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different pieces of clothing. This was a sparkly jumper. I don't know if you can see, it's got a bit of sparkle in it. This was a tie-dye dress. This was the top of the tie-dye dress. And then this was a navy corduroy skirt. These were a pair of trousers, and this was a night slip. Yeah, really pleased with how that's turned out. And then on the back, this was a jacket. It has got a little bit of a jacquard print in it. You can't really see it on the screen at the moment, but yeah, super pleased that is done. So now that can be sent off with the rabbit. So he will come and collect them hopefully this week rather. And I'm going to print off, because what I always do is put in the actual bags itself a little card where I put all the pattern pieces, and I list down what clothing I've used, so they're aware of the clothes that I've used basically to make their memory bear up. So yeah, just need to sew his nose on, sew him up at the back, and I always like to leave it open just overnight to let the stuffing settle, just to see if I need to add any more. But I think he is sufficiently stuffed. You do need to stuff them quite a lot, and they do use a hell of a lot of stuffing. So today I am wearing my Emily pinafore by Bobbins and Buttons, and I've got on a very old spotty cocoa that I made years ago. And this is a Ponte Roma fabric, which was from John Lewis a long time ago. It's quite thin for a Ponte Roma. It doesn't have a lot of stretch in it, but I really love this one. It doesn't bobble, and it washes and wears really well. So today is another busy day. I've got obviously work today until about 2 o'clock, and then I shoot straight off to do the food shop before I have to pick up the boys from school. And then I'll get back and obviously sort the dinner out, and then I will be getting on with just finishing that sewing and packaging the bears up. And then I also have cut out my Colette Moneta dress, so that is all ready to go, and I want to get that sewn up by Thursday so I can wear that to my sewing social Christmas do. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I'll take you along with me as much as I can today, but there's not going to be really a lot to share with you. I will share these earrings that I have on. These are from Jazz and Wow, which I've just recently received, and I really like how that looks with my spotty top. I thought the circles went quite well together. And they're a lovely blue colour with a bit of glitter in. I don't know if you can see that, and then there's like a little star at the top. Yeah, so that is my day today then. I will obviously catch up with you a bit later to do my advent calendars. I'm sure that one of the boys will want to do that with me. And thank you to those of you who have obviously commented about what that product was out of the Jazz and Wow calendar yesterday. And yes, it's to wrap bias binding or ribbon around it. So I will definitely use that, because I have quite a lot of bias binding, because I'm subscribed to the Specky Seamstress Bias Binding Society. And I also have quite a lot of ribbon and elastic and things like that, so I could potentially use that as well. So that's a really nice sort of thing to add to my sewing paraphernalia. Right, I shall love you and leave you for now then, and I will catch you a little bit later. So I am back now from school and the school run and doing my food shop, and Harry has come up to open the advent calendars with me, but he's been a very naughty boy this afternoon. Tell them what you've done.
No. I've not been naughty.
It was an accident, really. He's left his tie on the bus. So he's going to have to see if it arrives tomorrow morning, fingers crossed. Otherwise, I've told him he'll be buying a new one out of his own money. Yes, so we are now going to open the advent calendar. I've never known anything like it, honestly. My children seem to lose school clothing on a regular basis. It was something that I never lost, and even my husband says the same. He never lost any of his school stuff either. I mean, honestly, I just don't understand it these days. But anyway, let's get on with the advent calendar opening then, shall we? Okay, right, he said that he wants to open the Jazz and Wow one first, so we're going to go with that. Day number 8, Harry. Lovely.
I already know what it is.
Okay, don't spoil the surprise. Let me have a feel. Okay.
You can get it out.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Ooh, it's some earrings. Oh, let me get them out the right way. Oh, these are nice. Black and white, sort of confetti style I was going to say oval shaped. I was going to say almond shaped them for some reason, but oval shaped earrings. And yeah, they're quite nice they are, aren't they? Lovely. I know you're not keen on an earring. He doesn't like me wearing dangly earrings. You're ever so funny, aren't you? But yeah, no, they're really nice. They are. I like those. I don't wear black and white very often, but whatever I do wear, I'm sure they would go with quite a lot of things because, yeah, I do like those. Lovely. Thank you very much, Becky. Right, okay, let's get on with the non-scented advent calendar. I have actually used all of the candles that have come out of this. They just don't smell the room out at all. Okay, let's go for it. What have we got today? Oh, it's the same colour as one we've had before. So it's the brown one. So I think this is the gingerbread one. Have a smell, Harry. See if you can smell it.
Gingerbread.
Do you think it's gingerbread? Yeah, I'm going with that one as gingerbread for sure. Okay, let's pop it in the thing. Okay, he's going to light it. We are lighting this for everybody. Okay, so this is all just to give a bit of joy. Do you want to light it? No? The boys have been lighting it. I've just been making sure there's no paper around.
Paper?
Yes.
Yeah, it's cool.
Got it? There we go. Let's just put that out of the way. There we are, all nicely lit. So we'll leave that one to burn and give us a non-existent fragrance in the room. I do actually have a candle downstairs in like a little glass jar, and that smells really nice, like a cotton fresh fragrance. But I would like to get some different candles for Christmas time. But yeah, it's not the best, is it? I know. So yes, this is how this one's going. It does smell when you smell the box, but I think that's because all of them are in there together. Never mind. Anyway, so that's the advent calendars done then. So I'm just going to go downstairs now and get on with some dinner. And then I shall be finishing the bear, sewing his nose on, sewing him up at the back, and then I will be getting on with my Colette Moneta dress. So I will take you along with me when I get on to doing that a little bit later. The lighting won't be great because my conservatory is ever so dark, but I will hopefully put my ring light on to give me a bit of brightness, so I might look a little bit like a ghost. I don't know, we will see. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, I'm just sat here doing a little bit of sewing, and I've been sewing my Colette Moneta dress. I also have finished the bear. Let me just reach over and grab him. So he is completely done now. He looks quite dark on the bottom half, and then he's got like this light head. So I am thinking, I don't know whether to add a little dicky bow or something there like I did on my previous one. I don't know. I'll have a little think on that. I'm not too sure, but yeah, sewn up the back, so that's completely invisible. And I sewed his nose on, so that's all good. So yeah, he's basically ready to go unless I decide to put a dicky bow on him. I don't know yet. I will have a think about that. And the rabbit's sat over the way as well, so he is ready to go. So I'll show you as far as I have got with my Colette Moneta. I have sewed a little bit of it on my sewing machine using a Mariflex thread, because when I have sewn with velour in the past, it tends to shift about, but I have to say this has been really well behaved. So it's come together really nicely. So at the moment I've got the front and back bodice sewn together and the sleeves just like that. And then with this, what you're supposed to do is actually just turn that neckline under. But what I actually do is add a neckband onto it like the Agnes top. So I actually measure the circumference of the neckline in centimetres, and then I times it by, I think it is 70%. And then I add 10 centimetres onto that figure. And that enables me to cut out a neckband that is the right sort of length to gather in that wide, because it's quite a wide neckline otherwise, and I like it to be brought in a little bit. So that's what I've done on every single one of my Colette Monetas that I've made. So that's that bit. Then with the skirt, all I've done is literally sewn the side seams. So you've got quite a wide skirt to gather in to quite a narrow waist circumference, if I show you, like that. So initially when I was asking on one of my previous videos about how to gather in the waist, because what they tell you to do is use clear elastic, and I really have not had very much success with that at all in the past. I think only on one of them I did, so I'm hesitant to do it because I don't want to mess this fabric up, and unpicking it is quite the game. So Jackie, my friend who goes to my sewing social, she suggested that I add a waist channel like on the Tilly and the Buttons Lotta dress, which I thought was a fab idea initially, but then I forgot that actually this is quite a narrow bit of the bodice, and the skirt is a lot wider, whereas with the Lotta dress I think they're the same, and then you just bring it in with elastic. So that would have worked if I'd have thought about changing the actual shape of the bodice, which I haven't done. So unfortunately I'm going to have to try and figure out a way of gathering. Now on my other one, because I didn't have success with gathering it with the elastic, I did just use a zigzag stitch over, I think it was some embroidery thread, and I gathered it that way. It didn't go all that well, because as I recall, I think when I overlocked it, I caught the bodice and I had to unpick it, and I made a few little holes. So it wasn't the most tidiest of waists. So I think I'm going to have another go at gathering it again like that. But this is actually a slightly slippier fabric with this on the reverse. So I'm hoping that will gather easier, and then I can just attach it to the bottom of the bodice, sew it together, and then overlock the seam allowances. That's what I think I'm going to do. So wish me luck. We shall see how it goes, and I will report back. Okay, so attempt one on one side hasn't gone too bad, so I will show you. So what I did was I got some embroidery floss, zigzagged over it just on one side of the skirt. I've already attached the skirt at the side seam, so I've just done literally one bit, front or the back, whichever way it is. I'll show you here, I've zigzagged across on that one. That's not attached, so that's zigzagged across. And then on the other side, let me hold the dress up, and hopefully you'll see that actually that's not gathered too badly. You know, I've still got the embroidery thread in there, so it will need that pulling out, and then hopefully that will sit a little bit better. But I'm pretty pleased with that gathering. That actually looks quite neat, especially in comparison to my last Monetta. Oh, this is so soft to stroke. So now I'm going to have a go at doing the other side as well, and fingers crossed that goes as well. I will just make sure that I've gathered it enough on one side, because it does shift about a little bit actually, because this fabric is quite silky. It does move. So once I've got it kind of at the gathering that I want, as soon as I attach that to the bodice, I just literally put loads and loads of pins across it to keep the gathers in place, and then I am sewing using a straight stitch with the Mariflex thread, and just sewing it so it's just below that row of where I've zigzagged over the embroidery thread, because obviously I don't want to catch that, because I want to be able to get it out. Hoping I've not caught it on the other side, but I will do my very best to get that out, and then I will overlock the seam allowances together. Yes, so I will report back once I've done the other side, so fingers crossed. Right, I'm back again, and I have now sewn it all the way around. As you can see, I've got the embroidery thread sticking out of the side seam there, so I did probably have to snip that bit off. But that is looking pretty good, front and back. Excuse Harry, he's in the background, he's not gone to bed yet, twins have gone to bed. So yeah, I'm now going to just take that embroidery thread out and basically see how that looks. Okay, it's not worked. The gathering was fine, it was very even. I just went upstairs and tried the dress on. It's way too big around the waist. So I think I need to actually have that elastic to cinch it in. It also needs bringing in down the underarm and just down the side seams a little bit as well. I think this fabric is a lot stretchier, so as you can see, I've started to pull it away. So I'm just going to unpick all that and take the skirt off again, take it in down the side seams of the bodice because it's just a little bit too wide. And then I just need to sort out how I'm going to attach this skirt, and I think I am going to have to try the elastic method, which is what I didn't really want to do. I know there is a way of being able to gather it on your overlocker, but I am not skilled with that at all. I might take a look at a YouTube video just to see if I can find if I can do it on that. I don't know, I don't want to ruin this fabric obviously, and I don't really want to make the skirt any smaller to make it fit the waist exactly, because I do like the gathered effect on it. I think it looks really pretty, especially in the velour fabric, so I really do want that to work. So I'm pretty sure I do actually have some clear elastic, so I might just bite the bullet and have a go with doing it. And if it doesn't work, I will have to just painstakingly unpick it. But I think what I'm going to do is leave the video here for tonight, because I need to crack on and get on with it and just see how I go. As you can see, the lighting in here is terrible. I didn't even put my ring light on, because if I put my ring light on, it's even worse. It makes me look even more ghostly. So I just thought, no, it's better like that. yeah, so I'm going to just crack on and see how I go. I'll report back tomorrow and let you know if I've got any further with it. Otherwise it might just go in the naughty corner eventually. I don't know. Yeah, we will see. I'm just gonna unpick it for now, and then I'll come back to you tomorrow and let you know if I've got any further with it. Okay, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.